My name is JUSTUS. I'm from Northside Phoenix. I represent CTL, TAF, Cutthroat Logic today and forever. I am the CEO, founder, and owner of the Arizona Hip Hop Festival, Respect Underground, Hip Hop Day, co-founder, Icon Radio, shaker, mover, hustler, grinder, father. I get to it. I mean, keep it a buck. I came up off a QP in a house party in 1998. We started with a house party that we were selling red cups at the front. We set up a PA system. We would perform. It started from a freestyle. Like, we used to just go to house parties and freestyle. And that's what gave me the bug for performing. And I did my first show in high school. I was a junior, which got me my first opportunity where we were battling at Club Tribeca, like for a whole summer. Rest in peace, DJ Steele. DJ Steele put me in a position to where I was able to perform more consistently in the Valley when I was just a kid. Like, we'd really go to Club Tribe, we called it Tribe Black. I was the only white kid in the building besides Steele. And we would just battle. We would just rap and battle. And that's where I got my chops, real 8 Mile shit. And then the house parties came into fruition. So when we threw our first house party, Gloria Cavalera and Max Cavalera of the heavy metal band Soulfly came to see me at a house party. Now, I'm not our first. It was like probably half a dozen down the road. They were popping. And they pulled up to a real house party, cars down the street, got on the stairwell, watched us perform, and signed us to a management deal, which caused us to be featured on a gold album that sold 500,000 copies, and we toured stadiums. Ozfest, Smokefest, like that was how we got broke in the game, was because of her and her platform. But my best friend passed away early on in the career, very, very early. Like, as soon as we signed our deal, he passed away, and she didn't abandon us. They held us down in a really intense, volatile moment because labels and, like, all the labels abandoned us. We had label deals. We were in negotiation. People were sending letters. We were talking. There wasn't nothing formal, but it was just the dialogue had been created. But the 50 Cents of the world didn't exist yet. So when someone passed away in a rap group, it wasn't as tolerated. It was more of a lie, but they were still scary. But, you know, we went independent, released our first group album as Cutthroat Logic in 2004. There was over 1,000 people at the album release party, no internet, no radio. Actually, I take that back. We did our first radio interview on Friday Night Flavors, Power 92.3, January 23rd, 2004. So we're talking 21 years ago. And I've been selling out local rap concerts and creating a platform for the last 20 years. In 2013, I released my last album with Cutthroat Logic. We signed a licensing and sync deal with MTV VH1. We got 2 6-time platinum records on that from a video game called Battlefield Hardline. And I stopped making music so I could build Respect Underground. And then that evolved into the Arizona Hip Hop Festival, which evolved into my label deal with Master P and No Limit, which evolved into Hip Hop Day with Mayor Stanton. You know, Arizona was the first major city, Phoenix, Arizona was the first major city to acknowledge Hip Hop Day on a national level. And then, you know, obviously White House came into effect 10 years later. But yeah, man, it was about building the platform. It was about stepping away from the mic and building the platform. But I'm always gonna make music, I'm always gonna rap. I rap in my car everywhere I go, whether I'm rapping or not. It's just it's who I am. No, that's an exclusive. That's Taking All Fades Tupac. Taking All Fades. I'm from TAF, Today and Forever. That's my set, that's my graffiti crew, that's my family. But Taking All Fades pays homage to my crew TAF. But Taking All Fades, the original was, I put that record out because some gentlemen in the city had some choice words for me. And as an artist, I'm always gonna fire back through music. And you know, I didn't hear nothing back, so clearly we know what time it is. But Taking All Fades became the series. Taking All Fades 1 kicked it off. Now I'm 6 or 7 deep, and Taking All Fades is an entire album that I'm gonna release in 2026. I'll drop a record every month for the 12 months in 2026. And then the reason that I'm releasing music again next year is not because of anything more than I want to lead by example. I have an artist development program called Underground Academy where I show artists what it takes to be successful on an independent level, how to create a sustainable business model out of 100 supporters, fans, friends, whatever the case. And I'm not gonna listen to nobody that's, especially like you wouldn't listen to somebody in the gym if they weren't in shape. I'm in the gym every day. I would not take advice from someone who's not in shape. So in order to teach, I want to show by example. So I'm going to put out the album. I'm going to drop my entire catalog, all my backlog music, all my unreleased music, all the unseen. I got 30 years worth of video footage that's never been released. So that's taking all fades to documentary. Shout out to my guy, Metaphorical. We'll be dropping that end of 2026. So Mount Rushmore for Arizona, without a doubt, the first head that would be on that mount with me would be DJ John Blaze. Okay. Without Blaze and his mixtape campaigns and